Hi everyone, this is Lady Angela here. What I have for you today is I have made a video that finishes off going through the rest of the zodiac signs and talking about which tarot cards correspond to each of them. I'd love for you to go ahead and watch this and go ahead and find out which tarot card represents your zodiac sign and why. And also, over on Spirit Channel today, Psychic Bob, in his horoscopes video that he does every single Monday, he let us know that today the moon is in the sign of Aries and the sun has moved into Gemini. And so since he and I were both working kind of in tandem with our videos and with our channels, so I wanted to expand on what it means whenever the moon is in the sign of Aries. And also, if you enjoyed watching this video on the one before that where I went through zodiac signs and talked about which tarot cards correspond to each, head over to my website. If you wanted to find out more about your zodiac sign, I have a whole series of pages. I have quite a few pages there, though, that you could either hang on your wall or you could put in your book of shadows or in a scrapbook or whatever you wanted to do with them. One for each zodiac sign. They come with different glyphs that represent the sign and all sorts of information about it, such as the dates, the planets. Like with Aries, the planet is Mars, its metal is iron. The age, it's a cardinal fire sign, which stones correspond to it, what your power stones are, numbers, day, season, flowers and herbs, tree, color, the bird, which part of the body corresponds, keyword, just all sorts of information for each and every zodiac sign. And new customers could all use the coupon code NEW10, that's NEW10, to get a 10% discount on your first order. So that's if you wanted more information on your zodiac sign or zodiac signs. I have a whole series of pages I offer on those. Right now, Psychic Bob has informed us that the moon is in the sign of Aries. I wanted to read to you from these two. This is 2 pages from a set I have. It's 2 pages for each zodiac sign, all about what it means when the moon is in that sign, what you can expect. So and on each one, see here, it has the glyphs as well. It has fancy borders, all kinds of information. So right now, the moon is in Aries. Let's see here. When the moon is in the cardinal fire sign Aries, emotional extremes are quite common, as is actions based on impulse alone. When the moon is in the fire element sign Aries, you feel that you must express the way that you feel or think about things. You're likely to express yourself in extreme emotions. You're going to be pretty animated in any emotion you're going to. You might end up being prone to certain things will get to you more. You might start crying a little bit more. You'll be more emotional. Or perhaps you're going to be more passionate. Things are going to fire you up and make you madder or make you act out in a way that's more animated or more extreme than normal because of this fire energy of Aries. You're likely to express yourself in extreme emotions. It's best to spend this time alone by yourself or avoid conflict when the moon is in Aries. It talks about on each one is the opposing sign. Aries and Libra are exactly across from each other in the zodiac wheel, the 12 signs. So Aries and Libra are what you call opposing sun signs. And like I said, I have a whole set of these for each and every sign. So whatever your sign is, if you don't know what your opposing sign is, you can find out on these pages. So when the moon passes through the zodiac sign Aries, those born under this sign have their happy, playful, and prosperous times. So right now it's a good time for Aries. They're having a good day. However, those born under the opposing sign Libra will find it a much harder and trying period to endure and get through. So have you ever felt some days that you're just having a bad day? You can't win for losing. You're getting it from all directions. And you just feel like, oh my God, I should have just stayed inside and had a pajama day. Likely situation is that the moon is possibly in your opposing sign during that time. And sometimes whenever you're just on fire, you're rocking and rolling, you're having a great time. Everything's just perfect. Maybe even your luck is so good, you might even try it at the casino, you're thinking. Just joking, but maybe you could. You know, whenever those times, it's likely whenever the moon is in your sign or in a favorable sign for you. The second page of the set for Aries, when the moon is in Aries, it lets us know that there's bright emotions. When the moon transits through Aries, it is a self-absorbed or egotistical time. People tend to think of themselves primarily and show disregard for the feelings of others. It's common to take abrupt action on emotions without care or concern for others. Impulses and impatience. When the moon transits this sign, people become very impatient. You'll feel an overpowering need to seek out something new and entertaining, more exciting and more interesting. Patience will be in short supply, so look out for blazing tempers triggered by very short fuses. Physical energy is at its peak during this time. You will not be able to sit still or in one place. There is an overpowering drive to get up and go, to get out and get busy, seeing and being active. During this time, Aries people tend to have very quick tempers and exaggerated sarcasm. Be careful when interacting with others during this time, as it is likely to have conflict arise very easily. Moon in Aries marks a period of increased metabolism. Physical activity and exercise is a great way to exert all this energy that is flowing through you. So there you have it. If you would like to get a copy of either for your sign, or it's a whole set of 24 pages on when the moon is in each zodiac sign, head over to RareWiccaSpells.com, type in the keyword zodiac, and you'll find those. So sit back and enjoy this video I made for you, showing you the remainder of the 9. I did a video prior to this, and it had Cancer, Aries, Taurus, and Gemini signs in it with their corresponding zodiac or tarot card. Today I've finished off the zodiac with the remaining 8 signs and the tarot card meanings for those. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you later. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed. The sign of Leo is represented by the Strength card, which is number 8 out of the major arcana of the tarot. The way that Leo and the Strength card relate is that Leo is like the lion, or like Hercules. It's that physical strength, that emotional, spiritual, and mental prowess. Leos have plenty of courage, which helps them to overcome problems and obstacles. The Strength card, for me, how it relates with Leo is it has to do with that, you know, the lion and its mane, it's its pride. And Leos are best whenever they're shining and they're gaining recognition for their efforts. And they're able to like shake their mane like the lion and glow. And that's when they're at their best. They're loyal to a fault. However, if you ever make it to where they distrust you, they'll also be very, very fierce foes or fierce opponents. But they're loyal to a fault with very deep, passionate love. If you're in a Leo's family, the female Leos are a bit different. They're very protective. They're extremely protective. Take charge attitudes, looking out for the flock, caring for the family. That's a lot of what the Leo females are like. For the zodiac sign of Virgo, it's represented by the Hermit card. Virgos have a real skill for going within, for looking within themselves, or looking within the heart of a problem, finding order, identifying what needs work and what doesn't, separating the wheat from the chaff, so to speak. The Virgo is definitely represented by the Hermit card. Let's see here. The Hermit card in Virgos, Virgos have to slow down and they have to look within in order to center and focus themselves, or to get back into alignment with their life purpose. So if you're a Virgo or know a Virgo and they kind of withdraw, you kind of get quiet, they kind of go within, give them that space. This is just part of how they work, how they operate, and how they self-heal and improve their own selves, how they grow within themselves. The zodiac sign of Libra corresponds with the
tarot card Justice, which is number 11 out of the major arcana. Libras are attuned to having an analytical mind. They are thinkers. They're lovers and passionate, but they take a long time to make up their mind. I'm a Libra also, and so I know this is true. We want to always make the best decision whenever we're called to make a decision. Or just any situation. We look at it from all sides. We analyze it. We weigh out the pros and cons. We weigh out what is real, what isn't. We always have to think about both sides. It's very much like the Justice card, how we have to separate our emotions from our minds so that we can make right choices without being biased or swayed by our own emotions. The zodiac sign of Scorpio is represented by the Death card. Now, a lot of people think, ooh, the Death card, that means somebody's going to die. Wrong. The Death card indicates a situation or the ability to not get too attached to things, to be able to shrug off the old and embrace the new. The cycles of change, transformation is welcome. They don't get too attached to the ties that bind others. So it's easy for them to shed their skin and be reborn again and again as life has us do. To shed off that which no longer serves you, to embrace what's newly emerging and yet to come. Scorpios are keen in this sense. The zodiac sign Sagittarius is represented by the tarot card of Temperance, which is card number 14 out of the major arcana. Sagittarians and the Temperance card indicate that a person who is a gifted mediator. They're able to find balance and truth by balancing out their judgments and beliefs with understanding and awareness. When I see the Temperance card, I think about mixing oil and water. Sagittarius just have a way of making things go together, making things flow, making things kind of mishmash, as I say, or coexist. They have a way of making it work, finding that balance. That's why Sagittarius is represented by the Temperance card. The zodiac sign of Capricorn is represented by the Devil card. This here is in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck. The tarot or the Devil card usually has a devil. It usually has a male and female figure. They're chained, they choose to be chained up to this. I usually call it like the addiction card, or it's your shadow self card, which actually in the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan, she's renamed the Devil card as the shadow side, which is very true. The Devil card represents that other side of ourselves, our weakness, what our preferred sin is. The shadow self and Capricorn has to do with, Capricorns they have a strong ability to look within and face their shadow self, to confront those weak points of themselves in order to learn and in order to adapt and grow and change. They have this ability where other signs may shy away from looking within or try to avoid that. They know what their temptations are. They know what their weaknesses are. And they see these as opportunities to grow and change and evolve. The zodiac sign of Aquarius is represented by the Star card. The Star card usually has a figure pouring water, both in water and also upon land. The Star card represents optimism, inspiring others to have hope and faith. This is very much how Aquariuses roll. They are kind of worldly. They think about ways that they can make an impact on the whole, like on the world or on the society as a group. Things bigger than life, things bigger than themselves. They're very optimistic, and about how if you have faith and you have hope, that things will happen. So that is why the star card is represented by, why Aquarius is represented by the star card. The sign of Pisces in the zodiac is represented by the Moon Tarot card. Pisces are a creature of changing moons. Much like how the moon changes with each season or with each month from day to day, they're just a little bit different at how they feel or how they may react to something. What you see yesterday that might have ticked them off, perhaps today, they might actually think it's a tempting, good idea. Let's give it a go. It's just from day to day, they're a little bit different, and it's better for you to just, if you're a Pisces, to kind of go with that change. Don't fight it. Don't always try to, it's best if you go with it. You don't try to confront, why do I feel this way today? Why was it okay yesterday, but today it's so bad? Or just know that you're a creature of change, of constant change, and very, very impressionable by the moon and her cycles, and nature and its cycles.
Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. And to Psychic Bob, I really didn't mean to wear the same purple shirt that you did today. But anyhow, if you've enjoyed this video, want to learn more about your horoscope or zodiac or tarot, there's two places for you to go. One, to Spirit Channel here on YouTube. That's where my partner Psychic Bob Hickman, he has a video every single day, and it covers all kinds of mystical topics, including horoscopes every single week on Monday. He talks about zodiac. He's just a great guy, and I really hope you'll go and check out his channel. And also visit RareWiccaSpells.com, which is my web store where I sell all things mystical and witchy. You also qualify for coupon code NEW10, that's NEW10 on your first purchase to save 10%. And my next video I'm planning to do will be a magic ritual. I'm going to make the black salt for protection. So you can look forward to that in my very next video. And until then, everybody, blessed be.